we go. I'm gonna buy the lightning one. Lightning essence. This one? No, it's called like what? Grounding. A greater essence of grounding. Yeah, I'm gonna buy, I guess, a bunch of these. Let's see. Or not graders, I want regular exalteds. They're 150 a piece, so I'll spend 15 and get 10. 14, apparently. So I've got 10 of those. Next, I want Sinistral Crystallization. These are a little more money. But worth it. Okay. And then Essence of the Abyss. I'm just going to use divs to buy these. Buy 11 of those. And then I want Echoes. 5 of those, I suppose. You've probably already got some of these things lying around. So, yeah. I certainly do. Next, you want the Dextral Exaltation. This guarantees you add suffix modifiers. We'll set that aside. Greater Exaltation, that means your Exalted Orb gets applied twice. And we'll use Greater Exalteds because they're cheap as a way to demonstrate this. And I think we need Homogenizing Exaltation. So let's get some of those. I'll get 65 of those. You don't need that many, obviously. We'll set all this stuff aside. And then lots of preserved collarbones. I think this is everything we'll need to do this. So I'm just going to go get a ring. I have a tab full of rings. This one's fine. Any of these eye level 82? Yeah. So this one's eye level 82. We'll craft this ring. Now, you want to start by getting just a prefix. One prefix. So you can just go look for rings that have one prefix in trade and nothing else. Just search for rings with 3 open suffixes and 2 open prefixes. They have to be magic. I don't have that, so I'm gonna hopefully get rid of strength. Okay, cool. I have 1 prefix. Now, I'm gonna use, one other thing. We need essence, perfect essence of the mind. We'll save that. So now, hang on. I had something sell. So this thing upgrades a magic item to a rare item, guaranteeing a modifier. So I use that on this, and it guarantees that I add lightning resistance. Now, what I want to do is get other resistances. And the way you can do that is by using this homogenizing to guarantee that your next orbs will add modifiers of the same type. In this case, we're really lucky because rarity doesn't have a tag. If you look at this site, you can see increased rarity of items doesn't have a tag. I'm going to show another example where the item does, if it does have a tag, the prefix that you have, like let's say our prefix was maximum life, that does have a life prefix, and there are suffixes that have that tag, meaning you're homogenizing exalt. That won't guarantee that you get a resistance, because it could end up getting either life regen or gain number life per enemy killed. We basically want to make it so that the only tags on this item are tags related to resistances, because resistances are like elemental fire resistance, elemental cold resistance, blah blah blah, blah. And there are no other suffixes that have those tags, just resistances. So in this case, our item only has rarity, which doesn't have a tag, so we're lucky. We can already do we can say we want to add suffixes with dextral exaltation. We can say we want to add 2 suffixes with greater exaltation. We can say we want to add things that match what's already on the item using the homogenizing, and then we hit it with a greater exalt, and we guarantee 2 other resistances. So now we have lightning, cold, and all res. This is very, very good. We're off to a good start for cheap. So turn all this stuff off. Now I'm gonna collarbone this. If I had like an open suffix, I could use one of the omens that guarantees that I add a prefix with this. It's called Sinistral Necromancy, but we don't need it in this case because it can only add a prefix. So I'll add that. So now we have a veiled prefix. Go to the Well of Souls. And now we can use this Abyssal Echoes to guarantee that we can roll twice. So if we don't get something we like on the first reveal, we can reveal again. So let's reveal. None of this stuff is very good. Increased lightning damage is okay. But since we can reroll, I'm going to. Okay, 10 to 14 physical damage. This is like tier 4, tier 3. Not great, but it's something. Okay. So now we've got a decent enough ring with tier 4 physical. It's not ideal, but it's something, and rarity, which people like. And now maybe our best bet is to try to guarantee an attack modifier. So we can go to Breach, Reaver. These add attack modifiers. So we're going to quality this up to 20. Then we're going to take a Omen of Catalyzing Exaltation, which will suck up all of the catalysts we just added to this to influence what we exalt onto it. This could go good, it could go bad. We'll see. Now I'm just hitting the exalt. Hey, look, we got T1 lightning. You can't beat that. So now, because we have all of these lightning things, we have lightning resistance implicit, we have lightning damage, we have lightning resistance, and then elemental resistances also has lightning as one of the types. So by hitting it with lightning catalysts, these guys, we're going to increase all of those modifiers, the implicit, the damage, the all res, and the lightning resistance will all go up. So now we've got a pretty nice looking ring with 1 to 70 or 3 to 75 lightning damage. We've got rarity, 14 all res, 37 cold, 38 lightning, and physical damage. Let's see what this thing is worth. 21 divine. Easy peasy. So let's go and sell that. Always undercut the market. So I'll list this for, what was it, 21? I'll do 18. Let's do another ring. One where the prefix is not tagless. I probably have some breach rings somewhere. I hope. Oh, look at that. 82. Oops, that is not 82. Eye level 82. These are all eye level 82. Are any of these magic? None of them are magic. Okay, we want magic rings. So let's go to our Reforge tab. Find magic. Are any of these eye level 82? No. Do any just have one mod? No. Well, we're just so eye level 82 means you can get T1 resistances, elemental resistances. In this case, we can't because it's eye level 81, but we'll grab it, and we'll just see what we can do. We'll add those. Do these all have prefixes? Yeah. I'd suggest going to the shop and buying rings that are magic with one modifier that is a prefix. I'm going to make those in a more expensive way using annuls. Annuls are expensive, so don't do it this way. We want just a prefix. This one has just a prefix, okay. Just go and buy rings that are eye level 82 and have a prefix and nothing else. We're going to pretend we did that and we have this. So with just a prefix, I'm going to add lightning res to this ring to make it rare and guaranteed lightning res. So there we go. Now we have a prefix and one suffix. The issue is this accuracy rating has tags that can influence the homogenizing that we want to do. So what we want to do is get rid of the accuracy rating, and the way we can do that is by using this thing, which guarantees that we're only going to remove prefix modifiers with our essence, and then one of these to turn that prefix into something that doesn't have a tag. Mark of the Abyssal Lord, right? So now we have this prefix, which has no tags, and then we have the lightning resistance, which has elemental, lightning, and resistance tags. So we can guarantee now that the greater dextral homo that we do will add only resistances. So now we've got 3 resistances, all 3, right? Lightning, cold, and fire. T5 fire, that's a shame, but that's because we used a greater exalt. If we used a perfect, I think these can only T3 or above. But we're just doing it this cheap, so greater is fine, and these are fine. So now we have a ring with full suffixes and just this Abyssal Lord prefix. So we can reveal a prefix, go into the Well of Souls, turn on our echoes so we get 2 shots at it, reveal. None of these are good, so we reroll. None of these are good. So what I'm going to do is just pick one. It just doesn't matter which one. Okay, so now we've got this dog shit prefix. What we can do is we can actually do that again. We can do this over and over until we get what we like by turning on this thing to remove only prefixes and using this essence, which actually adds a prefix, You might say, like, why can't we just do this again? It'll say the item already has a revealed modifier, so you can't redo it. You can reset that by using this essence of the mind, perfect essence. That will turn, whoops, it turns that prefix into one that is not an abyssal prefix. And now, when we go to add the abyssal prefix, you sometimes have to do this a couple times, but it will work. There it goes. We have this Mark of the Abyssal Lord again, so we can add another bone. Try again. None of these are good. I forgot to turn on my echoes. We'll just have to do it again. So just pick one. Who cares what it is? Perfect essence of the mind to turn that into a prefix that's not abyssal. We need more of those sinistral whatevers. Sinistral crystallization. This remove only prefixes. Yeah. So now we can go here again. We can make that into a mark again. Hit it with another bone. Put that in there. Reveal. I forgot to do an echoes again. Don't make that mistake because it's expensive. We'll turn that on so that we have it. And we're going to reset again. So essence of the mind, essence of the abyss. Might have to try it a couple times because the game is a buggy mess. Bone, reveal, make sure I have my echoes on this time. Nothing good. Very low physical, we don't love that. I'm going to probably go again. Essence of the mind, essence of the abyss, bone. I have my echoes on. Low cold, don't love that. Low fire, don't love that. I mean, you could settle on any of these, just take one and be happy and carry on. We're getting very unlucky here. Usually it doesn't take this long to get something decent. Gotta do that a couple times. Hit that. I have one more echo. Okay, 1 to 38. This is like T4, T3 lightning. I'll take it. Normally, like I said, it won't take that long. But here we are. Now, so we have 4 good mods, right? They're not the best mods in the world, but they're 4 good mods. They're not the best tiers. So now you have a choice. You can like just hit it with greater exalts, regular exalts. I'm probably gonna do attack modifier and like influence it with attack modifiers. These are kind of expensive, so you could instead use like cold modifiers or physical modifiers to try to guarantee physical damage or cold damage. Because yeah, these reverb catalysts are not cheap, but just as a matter of demonstrating. Now I'm going to do greater dextral, greater exalt. Oh, sorry, can't add suffixes, so the dextral doesn't make sense there. And good thing it fucked up because I forgot to hit the catalyzing thing. So this catalyzing thing, again, will consume those attack modifiers to influence what we add. Now, there are some things that are attack modifiers that aren't what we want. Like this accuracy rating. We could get this. That would suck. Hopefully we get 2 of these. One's up here. Sometimes you get accuracy. That's okay. Yeah, let's see what happens. You could get nothing. Sometimes this catalyzing thing doesn't guarantee anything. So we're greater exalting with a greater exalted orb and catalyzing to consume. Okay, we got accuracy and rarity. Again, accuracy's poo-poo garbanzo, not good. Rarity's good. This ring's probably not worth as much as the last one, but you win some, you lose some. We again have 1, 2, 3 things that would be influenced by lightning modifiers, so I'll hit it with lightning modifiers. Ash catalysts. And we end up with, 39% lightning res, 1 to 45 lightning damage, rarity. We have 12 all res as a implicit. Not bad. Not great. Probably, if I had to guess, a div or so. Maybe this accuracy is good, or somebody likes it. I don't know. Somebody's listed it for 5 divine one day ago, so I'll go and list it for 3. I think we probably spent less than 3 on it, but who knows. Those Sinistral Exalts are expensive, so it could have been close to a div or 2. But now I'll go here, and I'll list it for... that one was 5, I'll do 3. And we'll see what happens. That's the basic idea with this. I have time to do one more. So maybe this time I will actually go to the trade site and buy one to show. While I wait for that to load, I'm going to get some of these, maybe some more echoes. What else did we use? The Sinistral Crystallization. So we'll grab a couple more of those. And then the Essence of the Abyss. Grab a couple more of those. And then the Perfect Essence of the Mind. We'll grab a couple more of those. And then we have Greater of Grounding. Grab a couple more of those. And this should be enough to do some stuff. Let's see. So I'm going to go to the trade site and look for ring. Not in that one. I want item category ring. I want item level of at least 82. I want item rarity of magic, and I want prefix. I want 2 empty prefixes, suffix. I want 3 empty suffix. These might be expensive. We'll see. No results found. What if we do get rid of that? Is there something wrong with my... There's something wrong with my search. 82. There's just no way there aren't any rings. Oh, did I not? Okay. Really? What if we say just magic rings? Okay. That's a prefix. Okay, let's say magic item level 82 rings. This is a prefix. I don't know what I did. Prefix. Oh, empty prefix. We want 2. Empty suffix. We want 3. Really? Weird. Like this first ring fits. This has one empty suffix. I don't know what's going on with search. Oh, what if we say prefix modifiers? 1. Max of 1. Suffix modifiers. 0. Max of 0. Can we search that way? No. Very weird. Okay, this is one that fits. I don't know why. this search doesn't work, but okay, we want ones that have implicits that don't have tags. So things like the ones with resistances, those have tags, but they're okay because we're trying to add resistances. Let's sort by low suffix modifiers. I don't know why this search doesn't work. We want 2 empty prefixes. Can we find any? No. Something's goofy. Let's just... 1 empty prefix. Oh, okay, maybe we want to just do empty, because it's magic, right? So it only has empty prefix modifiers. We want 1 empty suffix, because magics can only have... There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. And let's say our implicit, we want all res. Let's say rarity. Increased rarity of items found is the implicit we want. So now these are just going to be gold rings with a single prefix. This is the setup. I say item level 82, magic ring, 1 empty suffix with the implicit increased rarity, and we find 100 results. They're 1 regal. Let's make sure they're not corrupted. Not corrupted, not fractured, not sanctified, not desecrated. Okay, there are 7 vol orbs, I guess. That's fine, whatever. Let's go and buy some of these. Just buy a couple. There's 1. We'll go and buy this one for 3 exalt. And we'll craft those 2. Okay. So again, essence of grounding to add lightning res. Now we're going to prefix essence to get rid of the prefixes. And now we have 2 rings with lightning suffix. Ooh, okay, in this case I've added a suffix. I forgot a step. Let me start this one over. Don't do this. I'll show you the right way to do this. But I will do that. I will do this. Don't do this. This is stupidly expensive. But just pretend I didn't mess up, and I will show you the right way to do this. We'll start from where we were, where we have a prefix and lightning res, right? Not only do we need the prefix crystallization, we also want a prefix necromancy. So sinistral necromancy. This means it will only add prefixes. Actually, this doesn't work. I don't think. We could try it. If I do this guy. Okay, you can get suffixes. That's fine. Let's say, well, this is a good example of, we'll see what happens when you have a suffix, what happens when you have a prefix. When you have a suffix, do homo dextral greater, but and your exalted orb, so homogenizing to make sure you get a resistance, dextral to guarantee that you get a suffix, and or exalted. We won't use the greater exaltation because we can only add one more suffix here. So we got chaos res. That's fine. In this case, there are two open suffixes, so we'll use the greater exaltation to guarantee 2 resistances. We've got 3 resistances on the ring now. This one, it's a shame that we've ended up with a suffix. Maybe in this case you cut your losses and go. We'll reveal it just to see what we get. But you want that mark to show up as a prefix. If it doesn't, I guess we'll find out. You can go and reveal, and if you get something good, maybe you keep going with it. If you don't, maybe you just cut your losses and you go. It only cost us a few exalts. So here's the one with the suffix. Let's reveal. I'll spend it. Let's not spend the abyssal echoes, right? Because this, we might just abandon this. Yeah, in fact, we will abandon this. This might be a good mod. I don't know actually. If people use this, maybe they do. I'll grab it and I'll list this thing for sale for 20x or something and see what happens. This one has the prefix as an abyssal modifier. So for that one, I'll use my echoes. 1 to 30 lightning is okay. And because these are not great, I'm going to just go with it. I'm not going to reroll. Now, instead of doing the catalysts because those are expensive, I'm just going to do homogenizing. And we'll see what happens. Homogenizing, greater exalt, so we're adding 2 modifiers that will have tags that are already on the item. Hopefully the tags they pick are either the elemental tags or the attack tags. We'll see. Don't know. So we got physical and we got increased chaos. Increased chaos is poop, but the physical is pretty good. This is probably worth 1D or so. List it for 1D. This, I suppose it can't hurt to, could just list it. I don't think anybody will buy it, but what we can also do is we can add a prefix. We can just hit it with a greater and see what happens. Evasion, not very good. This is poop. I'll probably put it into the, I have a tab for reforging. In fact, I'll take all the magic rings out of here. Oh, I don't have enough to reforge anything. This one only has a suffix and it's chaos. So actually, here's another one. If you have a 1 suffix, you're already in good shape. You can, and your suffix is a resistance, you can say homogenizing to get another resistance, dextral to guarantee a suffix, greater to guarantee that you get 2, and then in this case, I'm going to use greater, because it's only eye level 81. If it's 82, I might consider using a perfect exalt here. Let's see. Oh, it's not rare. Right. So we need to make this item rare. In fact, we can just do it. We can make it have lightning, right? So now we've got chaos and lightning. Now we don't need the greater exalt because there's only 1 suffix. And we'll add a 3rd resistance. Now we have 3 resistances. Now we can desecrate. Go to the Well of Souls. turn on our echo. Reveal. Nothing good here. Reroll. 24, that's T1 rarity. I'll take it. So now, because we have 3 resistances and rarity, which is pretty good, I'll probably go and do attack modifiers. And I'll catalyzing greater exalt. And I will use this thing so we get 2 exalts for the price of 1. And look, we got 2 attack modifiers. Physical and fire. Physical and lightning would be better, but this is fine. And in this case, the best thing to hit this with for quality is probably fire or attack. Because attack ones are so expensive, we'll do fire. Because that will increase the implicit, and it will increase the fire damage. You just want to use quality that affects more than one of the modifiers. You could have done cold to increase the cold resistance as well as the elemental resistances. Could have done lightning to increase the lightning resistance as well as the elemental resistances. Basically any of the elemental ones have been fine here. But more attack damage is always good. These are low rolls of these mods. So if these were better tiers, I might divine this a couple times. Because they're not good, and this might only be worth a divine. There is no way it's worth that much. Let's say we only look at the physical. Worth 1, maybe 2 divines. I don't know. I'll list it for 2 and see what happens. But you get the idea. You win some, you lose some. Some of these are going to be really, really good. Some are going to be poo-poo. But, yeah. Once you have a little more money from doing this, there are better ways to guarantee stuff like this. Not guarantee, but have really good chances of rolling stuff where you've got like all T1 and T2 modifiers, and stuff you like physical, lightning, rarity. This has a total of 46 rarity, lots of lightning res, lots of cold res, and the 2 attack modifiers that you want. So, and then we've got, stuff like these that we made today. This one, I think, is the best one. The first one we did, I don't know if it'll go for 18. I'll lower it over time. But if the ones we just made all sell, then we've made at least 10 divines in profit. So you could take that and turn it around and make better rings, get more profit, and then eventually, when you have enough to spend, this guy I probably spent 20 or 30 divine making, but I can sell it for probably, if I had to guess, it'll sell around 80, maybe 90. Good money. Anyway, that's that.